We have found Alfredo as well as this thing. What the? Ah! Spraying me with water in the face. What the heck? What's up guys, I'm the East Coaster fan. I don't know why I pointed to myself, just felt right today. And we're here at Dorney Park for the Ace event HalloThriller. This is my second time at this event as it's the second year it's happening. And I'm excited to experience Haunt again at this park. It's a lot of fun and I can't wait to show you all. Just breezed through the check-in process because I'm here relatively early. It's about half hour until we go in. But I did want to showcase the entirety of the schedule here for this event in case you're interested. So we're beginning with the ERT on Town, Wild Mouse, Wave Swinger, and Kaleidoscope. So basically the midway that's up there. Then when the park opens, there's a few eye tots, there's a lights on behind the scenes tour of Blood on the Bayou, that's the house right by Whitewater Landing, the group lunch, and then the first haunt. So mainly stuff in the morning, but it's gonna be a day full of Halloween stuff, ERT, and hanging with enthusiasts. The grip of fear! It's time for some talent ERT. That was a bad intro. I don't care. Cam's here actually for his first ever Ace event, and a few others back there, a few others up there. A lot of enthusiasts at this park.
I'm so excited to get on this intimate multi-launch, go through all this nice But talent.
Talent?
Terran. Terra?
Terra? Rapterra! Oh! All done with Town ERT and got a little bite just because didn't have much to eat beforehand, and a lot of rides on Town makes you hungry. We managed to get 7 rides total, which is nice. I was aiming for 6 and got 1 extra ride, so can't complain. Did both Iron Menace and Possessed actually. I've been going back and forth on these 2 rides on which is better. I think after doing Iron Menace a bit more, I think that's now better than Possessed. Now that doesn't mean I want them to remove Possessed at all because I still find that very fun, especially in the back. I'm just saying, I think they knocked it out of the park with Iron Menace. Walking down the midway towards our haunt tour, there's actually a lot of like festive things going on for like younger kids, and here they got something similar to what they had at Epcot's Festival of the Arts, but instead of paint they're using stickers. So I did this strip here, which were the 5s. Originally I actually chose number 3, but there is not a single 3 on this board, I swear to God. The 3s I guess were all taken, which I think are here, but yeah, I just chose the wrong number. What are the chances of that? And one of the craziest ones they have is Bean Boozled. I haven't done that in like 8 years. Here now for our lights on tour of Blood on the Bayou. And with these lights on tours, we're usually good to film, so I'll be able to showcase the inside of this maze for the first time. All right, here we go. that's Sport on the Bayou, so that was really cool in there. I didn't know some of the things in there actually, like the alligators that were hanging. I didn't know those were alligators. Did Hydra, and yeah, that wasn't the best. Honestly, my opinion of Hydra is kind of going downhill each time I ride it. I just find it way too rattly. What are you shocked for?
Oh, I love Hydra. Look, hear me out. Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Sorry about that. That's just what you do when you have different opinions at enthusiast events. Here's a look at some of the food offered. So there's this big chicken drumstick, pulled pork, mac and cheese, and there were also cookies. I think also a thing of ice cream as well. And they gave cups, and I got soda, which is kind of dangerous, honestly, because there's lots of bees today, but I'll try and drink it as fast as I can. And finally, over there is a silent auction that I'll check out once I'm done with my meal.
Well, I want to thank you for coming to our second annual HalloThriller. Who is attending their very first AIDS event? Just raise your hand if you're attending your very first AIDS event.
Yay!
Welcome, Days. Thank you for coming. Thanks for choosing today.
He's not an ace, but he's a guest. I'm gonna be showing you the items of the silent auction right here as I go across this table. I'm not gonna be doing any purchasing today, but I will showcase a lot of it because it's really cool. Such as these banners here for both Town and Iron Menace. Of course, I already have one for Steel Force. I won as a raffle. That was really cool. A thing for the preseason preview days, which was something that I did earlier this year. A bunch of Stinger merch. So you have cups and like basketballs, it looks like, for Stinger. And they have an Iron Menace helmet, which I wore last year. Maybe that was the one I wore.
Thank you for being a big part of the special season for Dorney Park. Records are going to fall in a variety of different ways for us this year, and so we really appreciate all of you being a part of that. Iron Menace has been fantastic. Who's ridden Iron Menace? Everybody like it? Say you like it if you don't. Okay, appreciate it. Been a big year for Iron Menace in the Steel Yard. Obviously, a lot of work, tireless effort has gone into that. And then as we move through the season, we've tried a couple different things, whether it's events celebrating Thunderhawk's 100th birthday. You all were a big part of that, so thank you for that. Who's seen Alfredo yet? Anybody? I haven't. Okay. So we're pumping a little life back into Alfundo, and you guys are a big part of that. Big part of inspiration, loving the history of the park. Who here knows Evie? 1,000 rides on Iron Menace. I think that's worth an applause. It's been a really special year. So we really just wanted to say thank you to all of you for being here today, supporting the park all year, and then supporting the park for all those years that we didn't get anything new. I know when I came on board 3 years ago, that was something I heard constantly. When are you going to get something new? When are you going to get something new? And I said, wait. So we appreciate your patience, and we understand when you come back year after year and you don't have anything new, how frustrating that is. And what a great thing it was to experience that payoff this year. Just incredible to see the park infused with life again, to feel special again, to see that area come to life, whether it was the gift shop, the restaurant, or the ride itself. Certainly B&M, great partners throughout the season. We had very little downtime, I think 3 or 4 days total, and then just a couple minutes here and there. Just a really special ride for us. I know maybe it's not Top Thrill 2, so maybe that's a good thing. Sorry, Tommy. If anybody has some questions for me, Mike, would be good if they fire away a couple questions? Yeah, you guys can fire a couple questions away. We're getting ready for 2025, so if you have any questions, if you have to take them. Yes, sir.
Do you guys have any plans to add anything more to the area of like the Steel Yard?
Yeah, I mean, long-term planning is definitely to bulk up the Steel Yard. We did have questions. I'm going to just talk about theming briefly because I know that's something that is still on the hook. We're working with the National Museum of Industrial History. For those that don't know, that's in Bethlehem. It's by the steel stacks, right by the former facility. And they have a lot of great relics that we wanted to bring in. But as we were getting closer and closer to the season, a lot of those are really heavy, really challenging and difficult to move. And we just honestly kind of ran out of time before we got the park open. We tried to revisit it again in late May and just kind of ran out of time. So I would expect that we'll work with the Museum of Industrial History to get some more theming in the area. Might be some things as well for Iron Menace. I'm sure some of you have seen the design plan. So maybe some of those things, if we didn't get a chance to quite finish, we're going to kind of revisit it and see if we can get some things back in that area. Jessica's adamant that the park needs new or different flat rides. So certainly that would be something we would visit too. So yeah, sky's the limit for the area. Sky's the limit for the park. Certainly, I think we're in the right people place to move forward for the first time in a while. So we do have plans for a brand new, I'm just going to say it's a water slide structure. We're a little stuck on announcing right now, so we're targeting maybe late year, January, to kind of roll out all the details on that, but it'll be exciting. New additions, we get rid of Cascade and Lightning Falls. For those who haven't been to the water park this year, we had signage out just so we could be clear why it wasn't operating. We actually wanted to demo it before the season started, but with Iron Menace, put all our eggs into that basket and just kind of ran out of time for the demo, or else it would have been down all year as we kind of worked on maintenance to get ready for this new water slide structure. So, yeah, 2025 should be ready by opening day. That's the goal.
If you have any chance to bring back one former attraction, which one do you think you do?
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Ooh.
I just feel like, I see Cliff over there. We talked about this a lot. I feel like we really could use a dark ride. I think Cliff had one of the original POVs, but I've watched it and I love those kind of like niche, smelly old dark rides. So I would love to bring that back. That would probably be one of my first. I kind of wish we never got rid of Laser either.
Yeah.
But you know, Laser Journey to the Center of the Earth I think will be good hardware here.
Will Steel Force ever get a repaint?
I don't know. I mean, could potentially. I mean, I think it will get a repaint at some point. We've actually talked a lot more about repainting Hydra and Talon in recent years, and actually Possessed is probably at the top of the list before we would redo Steel Force. But you see Mamba Worlds of Fun. So certainly repainting across the entire Six Flags chain, I think is going to be something that you're going to see a lot more of in the years to come.
It's funny you mentioned Six Flags, because last year's event was like a week before that news came out. So in the years since then, how is that relationship with Great Adventure across the road or across the river and just the whole Six Flags chain? How's that relationship been working out?
So he asked about the merger and relationships with other Six Flags parks and throughout the chain. So it's a work in progress. It's a lot of parks that have come together. I've been fortunate enough to travel to a couple to help out with some things, whether it was capital announcements or working with their social media teams. There's a lot of work that needs to be done with some of the six parks to get them to a point where we all feel comfortable, and I'm sure they feel the same about us. So we're all going to kind of work together. I know for me personally, I don't know how to say it. I hate on Great Adventure routinely because I kind of felt like that was part of my job. It's competition, right? And so I kind of had to reprogram my brain a little bit. It'll kind of be like a big brother, little brother relationship, I'm sure. So they have some great people over there. Just like we do, and I think we'll be in a good space moving forward. It's going to be a learning experience, certainly when you bring in that many parks. Obviously we kept the name Six Flags to some of the international holdings, so it'll be really interesting. But I think they have some great teams, some great people, and hopefully we can all really learn from each other and make all the parks better than they are, for sure.
When did the idea originate for Alfredo?
I feel like Jessica deserves the credit for Alfredo, or maybe it's Kim Solis, our entertainment team, but Kim Solis is our merchandise director. But we get a lot of pushback on with Alfundo is that clowns are scary, and being someone who appreciates the park's history and maybe it's Cliff's fault, we feel like it was really important to make sure that Alfundo was integral in building out kind of like the historic portfolio and tying into the older rides. So when people kept coming at us and saying, why are we still using Alfundo? He's creepy, he's creepy, he's creepy. We kind of like tongue in cheek, we're like, I think we can make it creepier if we really wanted to. And that kind of started this thing within the staff of like, well, how could you make it creepy? Why would you make it creepy? And last year at Halloween, they were like, we should have Alfundo out. And a bunch of us were like, don't put him out there to be creepy because he's not supposed to be creepy. That was kind of the point. And so Phil, our entertainment manager, ended up getting like this concept for like a head. Like this is what the head of Alfredo would look like. And then, obviously, I don't know if you guys have seen the result yet, but we'll see the result tonight, and I think it went really well. So it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek of like, hey, I think he could be creepier if that's really what you're saying is Alfundo's creepy. But it's also supposed to be like Alfundo's alter ego, right? Like we're all here, we all work in the park, Alfundo works in the park, and that's just like how he gets ready for haunt. So it's kind of like, it's the glow up or the glam up for Halloween. So I think it worked out really well. Kind of low key like Alfredo better. It's cool.
Are we getting coaster cutouts?
Are we getting coaster cutouts?
Yeah.
Are you?
Well,
When?
Suit? I don't know.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Yeah, he asked if we're getting coaster cut up. We're working on it. Put that in the request link for you. Yo, I sent, so she asked about the carousel going backwards. I sent Jessica a message and I said, look at the carousel going backwards, how awesome is this? I got crickets. So I think I need to go back, and I think it's awesome. So yeah, I want to do it. I think I'm the only one pushing for it right now, so maybe you guys, I'll say maybe the Ace people like it too. So we were actually really close to a winter event, she asked about a winter event for Dorney. We were really close to trying to take that on this year, but with Iron Menace and some of the other initiatives we were working on, once again, I don't know if running out of time or just kind of ran out of bandwidth, maybe is a better word for it, but so I feel like we evaluate it every year, so as we kind of end the season this year, November, December, we kind of bunker down, and so I think we'll revisit it again and see if it's viable for 2025. I would love to have one though. I think this is like a great holiday market, Christmas market, New Year's. There's just so many good things that we can capitalize on. So I would love to see a winter event, but I might be the only one. So I am the marketing guy, so I'm not the one fixing their eyes out in 17-degree weather.
All done with the catered meal. Food was fine, but I really liked the Q&A they did with Ryan. He answered a lot of questions, including mine about Alfredo, which I can't wait to see later. That'll be a lot of fun. But for right now, we still have some time remaining before Haunt begins, so gonna get on a few more rides before all the scary monsters come out.
And speak of the devil, there's Alfredo. Oh my god. That is a cool design. Done with Steel Force, rode in the front this time, and yeah, it was running pretty good. Just, I wish the trim wasn't there like it was at the beginning of the season. It wouldn't be a visit to Dorney without pierogies, and we got them here. So this will be my sort of dinner, even though I had a meal with all the enthusiasts. But after this, hopefully Haunt things will start ramping up. Look who's got the middle seat over here. It's Tyler. Getting that true middle experience. The best way to ride Iron Menace. And that's how we're gonna ride it. I'm not getting the true middle, but good enough. Maybe the left edge, because I rarely do that. And then Haunt will officially kick off. Well, 2 more rides on Iron Menace done, and we're currently waiting for the Zephyr to pass so we can maybe see the monsters come out. This is something I've wanted to see for a while, but have surprisingly never done. So we're gonna experience it, hopefully for the first time. Well, it looks like we were too late, unfortunately, but we're gonna still go over there and see what's happening. Gonna actually go to the Blood on the Bayou walkthrough with Ace, which wasn't originally part of our plan, but we're kind of just doing this
As plan B.
As plan B, yeah. And if we miss it, doesn't matter because we got Fright Lane for the rest of the night, so it doesn't hurt. And thankfully we made it, so it's gonna be time to enter Blood on the Bayou. With this event, we unfortunately cannot film inside the mazes, so the lights on video from earlier should tell you everything that's going on inside. But I'll see you guys when we're out of the maze.
Going down the bayou, going down the bayou.
That house keeps elevating the more and more I've gone through it. That's the 3rd time, not counting the lights on. Oh my god. The people in like the, I guess foresty costumes, I forget what they're called. Ghillie suits? See how much I know, I guess.
I was in like the back of the line and I still got jumped a couple
They
times.
were so good in there. Huge
that
props.
was really good.
Next up, Blackout, and Cam's going into this one blind, so I'm super excited to see his reaction.
Finished with Blackout, and then also did a ride on Talon, sort of towards the middle. First Blackout, that was a lot of fun, similar to last time, but I don't know if it's suffering from just not many actors or something. Either way, it was so fun seeing Cam's reaction to Blackout.
Oh god, I had no idea where I was going. Like, it's basically like what you're staring into now. You can barely see me. I could barely see what was going on there.
Thank you for describing it that way. That way I don't have to edit this video. It can be dark as hell. But also Talon, that was running great.
Oh,
that was like the rides we were hoping for earlier in the day, but man, that's a great ride to do during Haunt. And it didn't have that much of a wait.
That's the Talon I know and love right there. Just like relentless like that and just completely buttery smooth.
Most certainly. We are now about to do what I liked as my favorite the first time I was here and what was a disappointing one last year. So not sure how to feel about it now, but I'll tell you how it is at the end. It's Tourist Trap.
Oh, not good. Ow.
Well, Tourist Trap was unfortunately mid again, although it was a little bit better than last time, so I guess there's that. Meanwhile, as we're going to the next house, we're going to be passing through Carnival, and maybe we'll see Alfredo again. Well, I didn't see Alfredo, but maybe I'll check again later tonight. Time for one of my favorite scare zones, the Hollow, which is now in a new location right by Road Rally, and it looks like they're scaring people. Whoa. That speaker almost scared me. Went down in this section and did both Necropolis and Trick or Treat. Starting with Necropolis, it was okay. Then Trick or Treat, it was okay. But there was one good scare in Trick or Treat. And Necropolis, all the scare actors do a good job in there. But it's time for the one I've been waiting for since last year, Ghost in the Machine. Took the long way around so we can experience the Steelyard scare zone in its full entirety. And I can already see some smoke up there, so I know this is gonna be good. It's hammer time! Oh my god, that is so weird. How you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm entering the Ghost in the Machine.
Come to work.
Yes. Gonna make you proud.
What'd you say? I'm a ghost now. Boo!
Oh my god. Okay, so I have a lot to talk about there. You saw that clip of McTavish, right? Well, he came up to us in line, then brought us to the front where he explained the rules exclusively to me. Then he forced me to be in the front of the maze to go through it all while telling everyone my name and then popping up multiple times throughout the maze himself.
You were the main character of
I
that
was
maze.
the main character of Ghost in the Machine. They might as well call that Sean in the Machine. That was an experience I will never forget. Ghost in the Machine is already a top tier maze, but that experience I think just already topped anything at Horror Nights. Not even just because of the maze itself, but the whole experience of it. Amazing. But in the meantime, we're gonna get back and do a coaster ride on Iron Menace. Ride number 4 completed on Iron Menace. Finally got a row that was different from the middle, sat in the back, and, you know, just did another run through of Ghost in the Machine, which is still peak. That is going to be my final ride here. However, I'm gonna spend the rest of my time as I'm like heading out, going through some of the scare zones again and exploring them a bit further. Hello. Whoa. That is cool. Wow. I love the sliders. They're probably my favorite type of scare actor. That was the end of our walkthrough through the Steelyard scare zone. Overall, thoughts are positive. I think there's areas of improvement, like by Iron Mill, there's a lot of space they could work with, but a great start nonetheless. It's a mummy party! Yay!
Tonight we party like scarab.
That got me good. We have found Alfredo as well as this thing. What the? Ah! Spraying me with water in the face. Spraying me with water in the face. Oh my god. He's dying over here. What the heck? It's like spraying people with water all over the place. Oh my god, and there's Alfredo as well. Oh man, this is awesome. Getting our breath back from that. Jesus Christ.
I can't believe Dorney Park became my new favorite haunt because of a goddamn
Just from that
baby
alone.
stroller.
Oh my goodness, and you were dead.
It took me out. That made my day. Whatever else, I just free fast lane. I'll take the baby stroll over that any day. That was
Just watching that for the
God.
entirety of the event. But we must move on, and we're entering the pirate scare zone now. That was probably the weakest scare zone in my opinion, but I think it's mainly because that area is for a stage show, Skeleton Crew, which I have still yet to see, and I've been coming here for 3 years now. But we got one more over here, and that's Dystopia.
I sacrifice.
I'm a sacrifice, I guess. She's staring at me. Oh! Oh my god, I didn't see that one. Whoa. And for that final scare zone, Dystopia, yeah, that was another good one. Good scares. I really like the stop sign one. That got me pretty good. All the scare zones in here are pretty solid, so definitely check them out when you're here. And there's a show happening right there, so might be able to catch some of it as I'm heading out. Well, I caught that show at the end, and I kind of wish I saw it all. That was really good. Even from that little bit, that I think was better than the show that was there last year. So once again, just continuing to improve this event. But with that being said, I think I am gonna end my video just because I've pretty much accomplished everything. Starting off with HalloThriller, it was a really fun event, and I had a great time with the ERT, the lunch, the lights on tour, you name it. And thanks to them, I got a Fright Lane, which really made Haunt such a great night tonight. It was perfect weather for it, not too warm, not too cold, and it was fun going through all the houses again, and especially the scare zones. I missed out on that last time, and I think that was such a big highlight this year, especially in Carnival with Alfredo and that baby in the stroller. That was great. And because of that, I think that Haunt is my favorite regional Halloween event this year. So not counting HHN because that's like its own separate thing. Comparing Great Adventure, Dorney, and Hershey, I think this is the best one. But this isn't the end of me doing haunts. I'm going to be doing one more, and that's at Six Flags Great Adventure once again for Fright Fest. So be sure to tune into that video when it comes out. And with that, thank you all so much for watching this video. And I think I'm tired, so I'm going to head home now. Ah!